Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andrew Dinning. I'm a solutions architect here at Perfect Image. This afternoon, we're going to be looking at how to effortlessly share and embed analytics with the Qlik Analytics platform. This afternoon, we will focus on a few things, such as how to achieve a strong competitive advantage within your market sector, improve value by providing your customers with analytics right at the point of decision, and enable a far larger consumption of data and analytics within your organizations. Using the Qlik Analytics platform, analytics can quickly be shared from web portals, extranets, or easily embedded in applications, portals, and web pages within a single data analytics platform. Now, if you do have any questions as we go through today's webinar, please feel free to ask in the chat or the Q&A panel. And if we've got time at the end, we will visit some of them questions. As I say, today we're going to have a look at an overview of what the platform is. We're going to have a little look at the demonstration of the product. But first, let's have a look at the importance of embedded analytics as a whole. So let's start off. Let's ask the question, what is embedded analytics and why is it important? So embedded analytics allows you to integrate your analytical insight into your frontline business applications, whether this is a CRM system, a website, SharePoint site, or any other business systems. This allows business users to quickly access relevant data within their daily workflows without the need to stop, slow down, move between different applications. Everything is where the user needs is in one place. This makes it easier to empower business users to supply them with the data they need to make more informed, better decisions and take actions faster. Overall, this really increases the adoption and effectiveness of analytics within organizations. So, I'm sure most of you are on the webinar today are already using Qlik Sense or Qlik View, but let's take a moment and have a brief look at what the Qlik Analytics platform has to offer. The Qlik Analytics platform is designed for application developers to allow them to easily and with great flexibility embed and integrate Qlik's powerful analytics capabilities right into their own applications, web pages, and portals. These can be as simple as web mashups containing just a few charts, or more complex integrated web applications or on-device applications. The Qlik Analytics platform has been designed to accommodate the need for embedded analytics anywhere by directly accessing the same market-leading associative in-memory engine, the Qlik Associative Engine, that is used by all the Qlik Analytics products. Developers can gain the same benefit as end users, but with much greater flexibility. This is accomplished through a series of modern, open and standard APIs, such as the Mashup API, Extension API, Engine API, and the backend management APIs. So, as many of you know, Qlik's portfolio is great for many use cases, whether that's self-service analytics, guided analytics, dashboards, embedded, and mobile, and even reporting and alerting. However, it's that custom and embedded use case we're going to focus on today. In order to support these use cases, we have some great technology platforms underpinning each of these examples. And again, it's the Qlik Analytics platform we're going to focus on primarily in order to meet that custom embedded use case. The Qlik Analytics platform allows any developer to build web applications, embed analytics, and extend the power of Qlik Sense for new analytics and use cases. Now, you would have noticed that Qlik Sense icon under the platform on the previous slide. And I think it's important just to quickly recap what Qlik Sense is, as this is where we start our analytics journey. So Qlik Sense sets the benchmark for the third generation analytic platform, empowering everyone within their organization to make data-driven decisions. Built on Qlik's unique associative engine, it supports a full range of users and use cases across the life cycle from data to insight. Again, whether that's self-service analytics, interactive dashboards, conversational analytics, custom and embedded analytics, mobile analytics, and reporting and alerting. So let's take that knowledge, let's have a look at Qlik Sense, and again, let's revisit that product portfolio and put a little context around this, around some of the use cases. So as we've just said there, Qlik provides an application-ready self-service analytics, fully integrated and intended for end users of BI. So let's have a look at this. This is where we might start off in our Qlik Hub, where actually we can have a look at the range of applications we've already got in there, and we can start to understand what is happening within our organization. We can then actually dive into an app and actually use some of the Qlik guided analytics within there to maybe understand why did this happen and actually start to analyze the problem a little bit more. We can then take a step further into maybe some more of that self-service analytics and actually maybe try to understand actually, okay, what should we do about this? And that's great. And as I say, many of you on the call today will already be using QlikView or Qlik and will already be using these sort of use cases. But actually, where we can expand this a little bit further is with the use of the Qlik Analytics Platform, where there is the ability to extend embedded use cases, portals, extranets across the organization with some build and configuration which is required. So again, this is where we can extend this journey and actually start to embed analytics. And this is where we can actually really start driving insights to action. This is where we can take this great analytics we're already getting within Qlik and actually start to embed it in them frontline systems, whether that's CRM systems, financial packages, whatever the case may be. We can actually put the analytics right in front of the user where they need it to actually allow them to start actioning that data a little bit quicker. And again, maybe we want to use the same embedded analytics, but maybe this time we actually want to make that external. And actually, maybe what we want to do is expand these use cases and actually drive actions externally, whether that's customers, partners, suppliers. We can actually start to increase the analytics we provide as an organization. So as I say, let's build upon that little last messaging a little bit more. We've already mentioned some possible use cases, but let's quickly summarize a couple of the examples to get you thinking about where this could be used within your organization today. We can embed analytics into portals, whether that's portals for customers, suppliers, or partners. Now, I'm not saying these portals have to exist today. Remember, this is the opportunity to increase value and increase your offering to your customers, suppliers, and the alike. We can embed analytics directly in applications, again, whether this is systems like CRM systems, whether that's Dynamics or Salesforce or anything like that, into financial systems or any other frontline business systems you're using within your business today. Again, this is the opportunity to improve and add value into your daily workflows, increasing adoption of analytics by our business users and giving them the data they need to make better data-based decisions. Or again, we could embed this in intranets or extranets. Maybe we want to quickly share some information publicly. We have a great use case of that later on as well. There's some fantastic capabilities of the Qlik Analytics platform. And whilst hopefully we'll see some of these in action with the demonstration within a few minutes, I want to take a moment to call a couple of these out. So on that first one there, that platform architecture enables development in any environment that can leverage microservices architecture. The ability to extend data analytics outside of your firewalls to your partners and your customer communities through extranet and intranet solutions. The Qlik Analytics platform gives developers a standard analytics development environment that they can create and reuse data models, security configurations, and visualizations. Again, all within a common framework. The Qlik Analytics platform allows IT and developers to access the Qlik Associative Engine and library of visualizations to build visualization and data analytics solutions into their existing workflow of internal apps, including desktop, web, and mobile apps. The Qlik Associative Engine, which we're all used to, ensures that the analytics are fully interactive and stay in context together. Again, I just want to quickly call out a couple of more great features and capabilities, a little bit more on the technical side. The Qlik Analytics platform uses standard, modern, and open APIs to allow visualizations and data to be embedded into any web portal or any application. The ability to provide technical implementation, different integration options such as mashups, iframes, div tags using the APIs. A set of industry standard, open and modern programming interfaces allow the Qlik associative engine to be accessed and utilized in any third-party application. The APIs are built using modern standards like JSON, which are designed to work with the most modern web and application technologies that exist today. These are proven and validated and are used by hundreds of enterprise customers and OEM partners. Now for the exciting bit. Let's take a look at this. So let me very quickly open up my QlikSense Hub. And this is where, as we say, this is very much my business users within my organizations. I've got a range of applications here, and I can open up and let's jump into a generic QlikSense dashboard here. So here we go. We've got this very typical QlikSense dashboard, which my internal business users are used to using, and they get loads of great insight out of this. So again, maybe what we want to do here is, again, we can focus on some of the product subgroups. And again, using that Qlik's associative engine there, the minute I ask a question of these product groups, everything just flexes update and I get the answers I want in real time. Again, let's maybe just have a look at a certain date range within here. And again, as I ask this question, everything flexes. And again, we get the responses and the answers we're looking for as soon as we ask the questions. Now, this is great, but let's, as we say, let's extend the use case we're currently using QlikSense for. And maybe we want to actually share some of these information, some of these insights and some of this data externally. Now, this is where, if I was to jump into this very quick example I put together, which is actually using the Mashup API. So this is where I can put together a very quick web page. Now, please forgive me. You'll notice I've not done too much styling on this, but we've got some better examples to show you later. But this is actually where we can take some of the information out of them dashboards, which are being used by internal users, and actually publish these externally to be consumed by anyone. Now, again, I'm not saying that the data on screen is necessarily data we want to share with everyone, but again, you'll notice I've been able to come to this page. I haven't had to log in, and I can start to consume the data within here. And again, as we all know with Qlik, I can start to ask questions. The key functionality and the true benefit of that Qlik's associative engine, we've not lost. We can still use that within this product. Again, maybe let's clear all the selections and let's maybe scroll down at some of the different visualizations we've got on here. Actually, great. We've got a map. Maybe we just want to focus on a few states within there. And again, we can start to filter on some of these products. And again, we've got all that functionality where we love and we're used to from QlikSense, but actually we can start to share this externally with some of our customers or anyone we want to be able to access this information. Now, this is great, but actually, maybe I don't want to publicly share some of this information. Actually, this includes 347 customers. It includes all my suppliers' information. Actually, some of this is quite confidential, and I very much don't want to share that publicly. Now, this is great because actually what we can do is put this behind an existing portal where my customers, my suppliers can then log in and just see the information relevant to them. So let's have a little look at that. So if I go and open up a new window here, let me navigate to my portal. And again, we come to this supplier portal where now I'm prompted to log in. So let's log in as a supplier. So I'm going to log in as my supplier of big jobs. And let me just put my password in there. Now, when I log into this, I'm took to a slightly different screen. There we go. We can see it's a customer sales portal or supplier sales portal. And I get some information about the data which is relevant to me. Now, what's really, really key to understand here is actually we saw that QlikSense application earlier on, where as an internal business user, I can go in, I can start to analyze the data across all of my customers, all of my suppliers, and we're still using that one central governed app to actually drive all of the figures that we're seeing on screen here. So again, it's governed, it's secure, and actually it's very, very time efficient because I don't have to go and build out a different report for all of my customers. So again, I'm logged in here as big jobs. I can come in, I can understand how I'm doing across different time periods. Again, maybe let's just focus on a few different time periods within there. Again, you'll notice all the numbers are starting to update and flex within here. We've got some different visualizations. Again, maybe let's just have a look at a subgroup of products within there. And again, any point I can change my mind and we retain that great Qlik functionality that we all know and love. Now, one of the key things to point out at this point is actually as a supplier of big jobs, I'm using this portal, which is provided to me by my supplier, but I don't know this is Qlik Sense. There's no Qlik logos within here. This is fully branded as my retail company. And actually, this is just a value add, which as a company, I'm providing to my suppliers, and they think this is all coming from me. I can hide if I want to, actually, what technology is driving this, and they're just consuming this as a service from me as that supplier. So again, maybe let's close that. Maybe let's just go and have a login as someone else. So this time I'm going to open that up again, and this time I'm going to log in as a supplier called Earth. Again, I'm going to put that password in. And actually this time when we log in, actually you'll see I'm presented with exactly the same portal. I've got exactly the same screen, but importantly this time, the data is updated to only show me the data relevant to me as the supplier of Earth. So again, that's really, really great. Now, as I say, I didn't put too much effort into the styling of this page. So maybe let's go take a little quick look at maybe an example of a portal where this has been built out with a little bit more time and a little bit more sort of awareness around how this actually looks. So this time we're in a portal for marketing data. And again, this looks really, really great. As we say, it's been styled, it's branded a lot more. And this time we've got this menu where actually we've got a lot of insights within here. So maybe we want to drive into some pipeline information. Let's have a look at all pipeline. Again, we've got opportunities, opportune values, what percentage of them are named. And we've got some really, really great insight. Again, we don't lose any sense of Qlik functionality within here. We can go and ask the questions, we can filter down, we can look at the data which is relevant to the question I have at that point in time. Maybe we want to quickly jump through on a different slide there as well. And again, we've got a range of different visualizations within here. So again, this is really, really great because if this was provided to me as a client, this is being provided to me as a value add. This is really great analytics. I'm being provided as a service. I don't know this is Qlik. It offers great functionality. And again, this is fully branded to the client who is serving this information. Now, how this actually works from a technical point of view in the background is let's have a little quick look at that maybe. So if I was to drive into my development hub, as we say, we start to surface a lot of the APIs we've already mentioned in here, whether that's the Mashup API, whether that's the engine API or the extension. I'm just going to go and have a look at that single configure option within there. What I'm going to do on the far left-hand side is I'm going to go and select the Qlik Sense dashboard I'm interested in, which is obviously that sales app. Let me go, selected the wrong one, I just want sales app in there. Now what that is going to do is from that dashboard we looked at earlier, it's going to go and list all of the visualizations and all of the items we have within that dashboard. So maybe let's go and pick on one of them and look at margin amount over time. And it's going to show me that. So there's that visualization on my screen. Obviously, it's a nice line chart there. What we've got down the right-hand side here is actually a load of options around what theme do I want to apply? Do I want to disable interaction? Do I want to disable animation? Let's ignore them for now. But I think the key thing here is we can customize how these visualizations actually work within your applications. Now, what you'll notice here is actually I'm presented with an object ID. Obviously, every object has a unique ID in there, and I've got an object URL. Now, this is really, really important because actually, if I was to navigate to this URL now, you'll actually notice this URL just presents to me this line chart. So this is great because now I can go and take this URL, I can go and embed it in an iframe, or actually I can reference it within a div, and then I can actually start to embed these visualizations again within my portals, within my websites, within my systems. And again, this is how easy it can be to start surfacing some of these insights within our applications. That's great. So I'm going to leave that there in terms of a product demonstration for today, but we do have a small example I quickly want to talk through. And that example is Calderdale Council. Now, Calderdale Council and Perfect Image discussed how to bridge the gap between how the council currently worked and where they wanted and what they wanted to achieve. So our consultants worked alongside their team to start developing a solution. The platform was adapted to their needs, and it was to be based upon their existing Qlik View architecture. And the solution was to implement Qlik Sense as part of a mobile solution, and the Qlik Analytics platform to share dashboards on the web for residents without the need of a Qlik license. And this has really led to increased transparency. The aim of the QAP web platform was to promote collaboration and pinpoint areas that require improvement. It's now possible to do this using interactive charts and graphs, which are easy enough for anyone in the public to use and understand. Qlik has enabled a much greater focus on performance within the council. And again, the example you'll see on screen right now as I talk is actually available at the Open Data Calderdale portal, where you can go in and you view a range of metrics about how the council is actually performing within there, and actually interrogate this as a resident within that council. So again, anyone on the call today can start to go and interrogate and have a look at some of these insights. And this is all powered by the Qlik Analytics platform within there. Again, this has led to far greater insights and data-based decisions within the council. A simple example has been a change to the downward trend of placing adults into care homes. Placements were identified much sooner than they would have been under the previous reporting methods. The issue was quickly recognised and rectified, and now Calderdale is one of the country's best performing councils when it comes to reducing the number of adults placed permanently into care homes. So let's recap a few of the takeaways from what we've discussed so far. The Qlik Analytics platform is designed to allow applications and developers to easily and flexibly embed powerful Qlik visual analytics capabilities right into their own applications. These can be done as simple as a web mashup containing just a few charts, as the example I showed you, or much more complex integrated web or device applications, such as the Calderdale example, such as the marketing example we've seen within there as well. It's really a platform for the enterprise. It's modern, it's flexible, it's open data analytics platform ensuring governance, scalability and security, and it extends the enterprise business ecosystem. It's customizable and it's easy to embed, and it's delivering analytics for application developers, which obviously are providing endless customization scenarios and are really making it really easy to actually embed that insight from Qlik directly into the developer's applications. As we've mentioned during this webinar, the Qlik Analytics platform provides the opportunity for some great positive business outcomes, whether that's increased adoption of analytics within your organization or actually externally from your organization. And again, it can really help you increase the value you provide to your customers, suppliers, partners, etc. Some great incentives and free consultations, which I did just want to point out at the minute, is there are some great incentives around the Qlik Analytics platform as a software license itself, around the Perfect Image consultancy bundle, which obviously goes alongside of that, which is obviously including the consultancy around how to implement it, what data, and obviously all of the services you need to get up and running with the Qlik Analytics platform in your organization today. And also, probably most importantly at the minute, certainly as a first protocol for anyone on the webinar straight after, is a free analytics consultation. So again, maybe you want to understand a little bit more about the Qlik Analytics platform, or even Qlik Sense or any of the other Qlik products within there. Maybe you want to understand actually are they a fit within your organization today, or actually what benefits they might prove in your organization today by adopting them. So that's something where you can reach out and we can have a one-on-one conversation, and obviously understand the benefits to your organization by taking some of this great technology on. Feel free to contact us for any further information about the sort of the Qlik Analytics platform or anything Qlik related at all. At Perfect Image, we are actually a Qlik Elite solution provider. We actually are Qlik's #1 Elite solution provider in the UK and Ireland for the last 2 years. So all the contact details you need on screen are there, including mine. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out or ask in the chat or Q&A. I'll give it a couple of minutes just to allow some of them to come in. But as always, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope it's been a great sort of flavour and brief introduction into what's possible. If you wanted a deep dive into that, as I say, feel free to reach out. Thank you very much. So we do actually have a question there around, does the Qlik Analytics platform need ClickSense, or could it be used in conjunction with QlikView? So what you might have noticed sort of from some of the visuals, it does actually use the same platform as ClickSense, but it could be used totally without ClickSense. So you could have Qlik Analytics platform for them external use cases or them embedded use cases, and then you could still retain QlikView for your almost your internal guided analytics experience as you're currently doing today as well. We do have a couple of questions which are similar to that, so hopefully I've answered all of them by that one sort of answer there. But if you do have any questions after today, feel free to reach out. We do actually have a question about how this compares to Endprinting actually. I think the key difference within this is using Endprinting, you can go and generate static reports, whether that's PDFs or actually HTML to go embedded into web pages as well. I think the key difference with that is that terminology of it's a static report. Anything we produce out of Endprinting is going to be a flat image. You lose that power of the Qlik's associative engine. The minute a supplier or a customer is presented with some information which has been generated by Endprinting, and they have a question they want to interrogate that, they're unable to. The Qlik Analytics platform is really allowing them to benefit from that Qlik's associative engine and actually ask questions of the data and drill into more detail, much like you've seen in that Calderdale video we had on screen earlier. As a user, they were able to actually interrogate, ask more questions, get more insight, and actually drive better actions out of the back of it in there as well. So hopefully I've answered that in there as well. Any other questions after the webinar today, feel free just to reach out. Again, I'd like to thank you all for joining. Thank you.